So the first thing we're going to do though is look at our balance. Now, when you get pregnant, you tend to lose a lot of your balance. And in your first trimester, you won't notice this, but it's really good to practice your balance, both in the preconception stage and into your first trimester, so that you're really ready for it when your balance does tend to get a little bit more challenged later on into the second trimester. So the first thing we need to do is check on Fee's posture. So we're going to make sure that she has that neutral spine we've already talked about. So I want you to pull your belly button back towards your spine and just drop the tailbone slightly. So you can probably see that in Fee, she's holding her back in a nice alignment now. We're going to draw the shoulder blades back and down. Make sure the chin is also drawn back towards the neck, so the back of the neck is nice and long, and this is really important for good posture. So holding this posture, I want you to place your fingers onto the front of your hip bone, and you can feel the hip bone right at the front here. What you're trying to do here is to stop that hip bone from moving as you challenge your balance. So what I'm going to ask Fee to do, and I'd like you to do the same thing, is to take a breath, inhale. As you exhale, peel your foot off the floor. Now, you're probably looking at our feet and thinking that's the left foot coming off the floor. To be honest with you, it's actually our right, and it doesn't matter which foot you bring off the floor as long as you're balancing on one leg. Hold that there. Keep lifting up through the belly, draw the shoulder blades back and down, and place the foot back down. So we're going to change legs now. Now, what's really important, as I said before here, is that you don't allow the hips to move as you do this exercise. So Fee's going to go through it again one more time. I'd like you to as well. Connect to your core. As you place the foot back down, lift through your belly, draw up through the pelvic floor, and balance. Try not to lean over to one side. Keep lifting yourself up nice and tall as you do the exercise. Changing legs again one more time, making sure that the shoulder blades stay down, the chin still stays in line. Your eye level should be going straight ahead out in front of you. Placing the foot back down, we're going to advance the exercise a little bit now, changing the leg, take the foot up off the floor again, try not to lean over to the side, hold your core. Now take your right leg, or whichever leg you're on, behind you, and squeeze your buttocks. Make sure that as you do that, you don't allow the back to overarch, so just drop your tailbone slightly, pull your belly button back towards your baby, hold that position, and squeeze your bottom. Okay, and change legs, we'll do that again. Now, if you're finding it really hard to balance, you okay, Fee? Then you can use a chair to help you balance, and bring the leg behind and just hold the chair in front of you. But if you are going to do that, it's very important that you don't rely on the chair, you don't put your weight into the chair, because you want to maintain that control and also challenge your balance as you're doing this. Keep squeezing the bottom, keep lifting your tummy, keep pulling up through those pelvic floor muscles, and release. Now we're going to do one more movement, and Fee's going to go into a lunge position. She's going to do exactly the same as before, but take a leg behind, take the heel up off the floor, and make sure now, as she goes down into a lunge position, her front knee doesn't go over her toe as she goes down. Also, her back knee on the back leg is aligned with her hip. And if Fee now does that on the other side, we can see that a little bit more clearly. So push the knee underneath the hip, have the back heel off the ground, push the hip forward, tummy muscles are coming in, and then lifting back up again, making sure the shoulders stay down, the chin stays in. Fee's going to do that one more time, because this is what we call a functional exercise, and the reason I'm getting her to do this is that I want Fee to show you how we do lowering techniques towards the floor, particularly when you are pregnant. So do it one more time, Fee, and actually place the knee back down onto the floor, making sure the front knee doesn't go over the toe. And now Fee's come down to the floor.